Good evening here, my dear friends. I want to share a short story. It's a school here in the United States of America, in a school where a nun was teaching some elementary classes. There was a young man that goes by the name of Mike. I will keep the last name out because this is a true story. Somehow as a kid, Mike always got into trouble for some reason or the other. But whenever, the nun narrow and zoom on Mike, Mike will apologize. I said, I'll not do it again. So as time went on, these kids, they graduate, they move on to other classes. And some years later, she was teaching a class. And lo and behold, one of the students in that class was Mike again. Much older, but nothing changed. Because Mike is always getting into trouble. One afternoon, she thought the class was stressing out. They were having problem with their class, their homework or assignment. And she asked them for that weekend not to do the assignment, but to look at someone that is in the classroom or one of their classmates and write why you like that person and exchange, and then please submit it to me. And on the following Monday, beginning of school, she will hand those papers privately to each student of what they like of that person. So over the weekends, the kids, they took their paper home and they wrote about what they like, or they chose someone that they will write about of what they like about that person. That Monday, the kids all returned back to class. They didn't have to worry about any school assignment, but just the thought of what they like of someone. The teacher went over it, looked at it, and handed each student what the opposite student liked about that person. After the war in Iraq, which was never completed, Mike was killed in the war. In his wallet was a paper. So when the body was brought back to the United States for burial and stuff, most of the students or old friends were invited to the funeral. And this is what the father and the mother presented to the friends. It was a simple paper that a student many years ago wrote some nice stuff about Mike. That was found in his wallet. No ID. It dawned to all the students who were friends of Mike and of this nun that they all kept their papers. It was so wrinkled that they had to tape it with Scotch clear tape because the amount of time it's been folded, sweated on, covered and put together. My thought here this evening is those little words, those little kind words that we share to people means a whole lot more than anything you can ever give to them. Those little things, in those little details, is where you will find the light of God. Most people think you'll find God in some extravagant, some big firework. It's in those big fireworks, after it ends, all fun comes to an end. It dies. But in the little detail, you will find the life of God. You may think it's not important, but maybe to you it's not important. But that little detail is so important to someone else. Imagine the little kind words you say may save someone, may help someone, may encourage someone. And it's so free. But most of the time, this is what people do. They see you trying to eat something, they go, oh, that, you know, that's not good for you. People are trained to look for, it's not good for you. Or that is not nice. Or we're so willingly advertise what is not good. We're so trained to look for the negative aspect of each area in life and concentrate on it. But we're not trained to turn around and look for the nicest things that we can say about someone. You can be nice all your life. The day you mistakenly did not say hello, that person will hold you so dearly in their heart that you're not a good person. Remember, you could be nice 364 days of that year, but that one day that you forgot to say hi could be and sentence you to the worst thing. It's just human nature. So, instead of learning to look for the bad in people, which is so easy to see, just maybe we should start looking for the good in people. I'll be online a little. I promise this evening I will control not to share my thoughts, because I do delete my thoughts towards early in the morning. It's difficult when I'm writing something and not explaining what I'm writing, because whatever or however you read it, that's how you translate it. It may be completely different from what I'm thinking. I'll be online for a little. I hope you enjoy the thought here this evening.